Hello, I'm Morgan Freeman.
Okay, I'm not really Morgan Freeman, but I've got a bit of a stuffy nose at the moment, so apologies. Okay, my name is George Pike. I came to PWS in 2005, and I was there for 5 years, so I did the main school, and then I was in sixth form. Yeah, so I wasn't really, like an outstanding student, You can look at Miss O'Connor's face right now, and she'll probably agree with that. But, I was a bit bright sometimes. Kind of a bit of an average student, had potential, but I played way too many sports. Going to school for me was a bit of a chore. It wasn't really, something that I was looking forward to. When I was given homework, it was a last-ditch effort. And, I really, really liked annoying teachers. I really loved to try and make them laugh, for doing stupid things. So I did my GCSEs. I scraped through to get into sixth form, because I didn't really know what else I wanted to do, so I kind of just followed the flow really. Again, I was playing a lot of rugby at this point. Fortunately, I dislocated my knee when I was playing rugby in the first year of sixth form, and I couldn't play rugby again. I was kind of failing all my grades in the first year of sixth form, kind of average, really below par. I've kind of realised at this point when I'd hurt my leg that I'm not going to be, playing for England. Not that I was ever going to play for England anyway, I was way too scrawny for that. But, it shot me down to earth, and I kind of realised that, okay, I really need to study now, because, I should go to university, because there's no way in hell that I wanted to stay at home. I lived on a farm, in the middle of nowhere, and there was nothing to do. I hate farming. It is so boring. Anyway, I failed a lot of my subjects in the first year of sixth form, and for some reason they let me stay on for the second year of sixth form. After a meeting with the head at that point, and said, you need to resit all your exams and do better. So basically, I redid all my exams and studied really hard, and I came away with some pretty decent grades. I got my grades, but I was kind of thinking, okay, what do I want to do at university? It's 3 more years of school, and I hate school. So I've got to do something that I love, or that I like. So I kind of sat myself down and I thought, okay, what do I like to do? I like watching films, So I picked to study film and media studies. I got accepted in some universities, and I decided to go to a university in London. And FYI, if you go to study in London, you're going to be poor. Yeah, really poor. When they say students are poor, well, London students are so poor. We're the poorest students there are. We got nothing. Anyway, so I went to London and studied film and media studies, and I was there for 3 years. I did study and I did well, I came away with a good grade, but what I really remember about university was that it was the last lecture at the end of university. It was our third year, we're about to graduate and stuff, and we're in our last lecture, and our lecturer told us that basically, 90% of you won't actually end up working, in film or television or, in the media industry. And I kind of thought, what? Why are you telling us now? Why don't you tell us at the beginning? So we could change course. Do something. Do something that we could definitely get a job in. But anyway, I was like, okay, cool. Well, that's not very good. So I went home. I was kind of looking around. What do I do? And I really wanted to travel after university, because I really needed a break from all the hard work that I'd done. Throughout my whole life. And. So, I thought, well, I want to travel, but, I don't really want to stop doing work. And, I figured that if I stopped doing any work, then it'll be hard to get back into that rhythm. So I was on Facebook one day, and something came up, and it was internships in Sydney. And I was like, that's pretty cool. So, I had a Skype interview with a film production house in Sydney, and I got the job. So I got a 6-month internship in Sydney, and so I did a bit of travelling before that. I went to Thailand with my friend Matt, and we had a pretty sick time there. Yeah, it was awesome. Go to Thailand. It's really cheap, and you'll have great fun, and see some elephants and monkeys. And then basically I landed in Sydney, and I worked for 6 months. It was an unpaid internship, because that's how it is these days. In fact, I think unpaid internships are actually pretty good, because I hear that these days you actually have to pay to have internships, or pay to have unpaid internships. So anyway, result, I had a really fantastic time doing my internship in a different country, traveling and leaving the bubble of of Northamptonshire and Oundle. It was just, it's eye-opening. So really do travel if you can. If you're given the opportunity, please do travel. Don't be afraid that you're never going to go back. It's just eye-opening. Anyway, so during my internship in Sydney, I applied for a film academy in Los Angeles, where you get to work on the old sets of like Pirates of the Caribbean and Back to the Future, and you get to use the best equipment in the world with the best tutors in the world, and it was just a really intense course. And I applied for this, and because I already had a degree and I already had some work experience, I got offered a scholarship. So in 2014, I travelled to LA. And I was living in Hollywood, basically. I was living in a really nice apartment. There's a jacuzzi, swimming pool, gym. I was eating lots of Twinkies, and I was having a great time. I met so many people from all across the world, and it was a really incredible experience. And again, if you get the opportunity to go and study in a different country, take it with both hands. Look for it. Don't wait for an opportunity to come to you. You have to find it. It's nothing that would have just dropped on my lap if I didn't look for it. So really, do explore Google. Google is amazing. So anyway, after that, I was there for about 6 or 7 months in Hollywood, and I had a great time there. But it's kind of one of those places where everyone is a filmmaker or an actor. So I thought, right, I better leave behind all these Malibu parties that I'm going to, and let's go back to England and actually get a paid job. So I came back to England, and I got offered a job working for a creative agency in the heart of London, and it was amazing. I was the in-house video producer, and I was working there for a year. And at the same time, it's always good to look for a different job, because you always want to do better. You want your ideal job. Your working life is your life, basically. I hate to tell you this, but working takes up all of your time as an adult. Make the most of childhood. And so I was looking at other jobs whilst I was working at this good company, and I stumbled across a company called Pitch, and they're a sports marketing company, and they've got some great clients. And now I'm actually a multimedia producer, so I work on all the video for my company, and producing, directing, shooting and editing. It's all a lot of fun, and everyone in the office thinks that I'm amazing because they don't have a clue of how to work a camera or the software that I work on, even though it's really easy. But don't tell them that, otherwise I'll lose my job. And actually, the reason why I've got a cold at the moment is because I was filming in Iceland last week. It was amazing, but so expensive. Really, yeah, it's really expensive there. Okay, so I'm going to try and wrap this up now. So I've been in your position. I've been sat in that room in that school, and I've watched assemblies similar to this, and I can tell you that I was worried. I was worried about the future. I was worried about what job I would have, if I would be able to see as much of the world as I'd want to see, if I could do what I wanted to do. And basically, looking back, I would tell me, if I was sat in that room, don't worry about it. Just think about the present. Study hard. I really should have picked up a few more textbooks and read a few more pages than I did, and it really would have helped me. Probably not algebra. Algebra definitely hasn't popped up yet, but I'm still waiting for the day. Yeah, definitely waiting for the day. But I would tell myself, but enjoy school. You guys don't have the responsibilities that you will have in years to come, and that is a really great pressure not to have. So make the most of that. Be yourself. Being yourself will go a long way, and just really, don't stress about things. You don't want to rock up to your interview covered in sweat, psoriasis flakes in your hair, and all that kind of stuff. Just be calm, be down to earth, and just be confident in yourself. You can do it. You've got this, okay? Now, I'm going to leave you with my show reel. Have a great day.
It feels like a confidence in myself.